What's good, fam? Drake is out here flexing $8 million gambling losses like he's the biggest high roller on earth, but the receipts say his OVO empire is actually drowning in debt. While he tries to maintain this billionaire image, he's losing millions in court, and the real numbers are finally starting to leak out. Back on June 18, 2025, the boy jumped on stake.com to brag about losing $8.2 million on sports betting. He even told his followers he's never seen a max bet limit in his life, which is a wild flex if you believe it. But
there's a very well-documented history of streamers on Kick high-stakes gambling with money that was given to them by the website they're playing on. So not only are the stakes not high, but it's technically not even gambling.
Industry guys like DJ Vlad have been calling this a scripted shell game played with house money for a long time. Drake reportedly pulls in $100 million a year just to endorse that platform, so losing $8 million in digital credits is basically just a marketing expense. It carries absolutely zero risk to his actual bank account because he's just recycling their own money for the cameras. The real story dropped on June 29, 2026, when financial reports showed that OVO operated at a genuine $8 million loss for the entire year of 2024. While he tries to convince fans he can lose 8 figures on a single game, his business empire is bleeding real cash behind the scenes.
16 against a 7. I'm gonna stay back. 10. What the? Bro, what? I'm gonna go 2.
It's clear that Drake is desperately leaning into this high roller image to distract people from the fact that OVO isn't profitable anymore. Ever since the Kendrick Lamar beef, the brand just isn't hitting the same way, and the numbers prove it. That cultural eviction we saw during the battle wasn't just about rap lyrics, it was a direct hit to his bottom line. He needs you to focus on those flashy gambling screenshots so you don't notice the brand that built his empire is currently sitting underwater. This looks like a defensive play from a man who knows his organic engagement is tanking while his business fails to support his lifestyle.
16 against a 7. I'm gonna stay back. 10. What the? Bro, what? I'm gonna go 2.
Things are getting desperate now that creditors are officially circling the OVO mansion with the new legal filings. On June 11, 2026, an investment firm called Applied Real Intelligence sued OVO in British Columbia over a serious loan default. This entire mess started with a $3.7 million loan that OVO took out back in 2025. Even though reports say they paid back the principal late in May of 2026, the lenders are coming for every single cent they can get. Applied Real Intelligence wants a total of $4.6 million, which includes a massive $3.8 million fee and extra penalties for breaching the contract.
He's also one of the many streamers who've massively increased their wealth over the past few years by taking sponsorships from offshore crypto-based online casinos, helping them and the website they stream it on explode in popularity.
This lawsuit is pulling the curtain back on the inner workings of OVO because records show they actually generated $72 million in revenue in 2024. You would think a company bringing in $70 million would be doing fine, but they still couldn't stay in the black or pay their bills on time. It looks like the overhead at OVO is out of control, or the management is so messy they can't even handle a standard business loan. It makes you wonder where all that money is going if $72 million in revenue still results in a net loss for the year. This battle confirms that the certified lover boy isn't nearly as liquid as his Instagram captions claim.
16 against a 7. I'm gonna stay back. 10. What the? Bro, what? I'm gonna go 2.
When investment firms sue you for millions over late payments, it tells the industry that your cash flow is drying up and the facade is cracking. The timing of this lawsuit is especially nasty because it shows his business was failing while he was busy fighting a rap war. This is the reality of the OVO empire right now, and it looks like a house of cards that is one gust of wind away from falling down. Creditors are sensing blood in the water, and they wouldn't be acting this aggressive if they thought Drake still had his old power. We are watching the transition from being the biggest star in the world to being a target for every debt collector. The debt collection firm moved in way faster than anyone in the industry expected, which shows the financial pressure is finally reaching a boiling point.
16 against a 7. I'm gonna stay back. 10. What the? Bro, what? I'm gonna go 2.
Drake is running out of ways to hide the truth from his audience, and every watch, flex, or massive bet feels like a desperate attempt to stay relevant. Those numbers are telling the story of a failing business and a rapper who is losing his grip on a legacy that used to be untouchable. No amount of digital currency or gambling credits can fix a reputation that is already drowning in the red. Beyond the loan defaults, a massive class action RICO lawsuit filed on December 31st, 2025 is threatening to expose his entire streaming operation. This lawsuit alleges that Drake and streamer Aiden Ross used the stake platform to funnel massive amounts of money into professional streaming bot farms.
There are the ones like Aiden Ross who have been very transparent about the fact that money is the only thing that matters to them, and there's no line they would be unwilling to cross in pursuit of it.
Claim states that those record-breaking numbers from his May 2026 triple album drop were completely manufactured to keep him relevant after the Kendrick Lamar battle. Plaintiffs are arguing that the projects Iceman Maid of Honor and It's Been Awful only hit those numbers because Stake was paying for engagement behind the scenes. It explains why the entire rollout felt so unhinged and weird compared to his older work. We did not see the usual radio campaigns or press runs because Drake was busy doing unpredictable live streams and chasing viral moments with trolls. If these RICO allegations hold up in court, it proves his position at the top is a manufactured financial product rather than a real cultural movement. Kendrick Lamar basically forced him into a position where he had to buy the appearance and popularity because the organic support was gone. Fans noticed that the engagement for these new albums felt hollow, almost like the world was moving on while he tried to hold the door shut.
So while obviously these websites, who use decentralized currency and are based out of a small island country with laughably loose gambling restrictions in order to skirt federal regulations, are mostly to blame for the damage they've caused, these celebrities and streamers who've helped popularize them are very much complicit.
When you have to use a gambling platform to fund bot farms just to stay at number one, you have already lost the war for the streets. This lawsuit is the ultimate receipt that the boy is terrified of being forgotten, and he is willing to risk a federal investigation just to see his name on the list. It is a desperate move from a man who used to have the whole world in his hand without needing any tricks. Before we move on and see how Drake really lost his mind on Omegle acting like a bored middle schooler, tell me what y'all think. Is the boy officially washed for buying his way to the top with these bot farms? Tell me in the comments, no cap. While you at it, like and subscribe. Let's continue. Things got even weirder on July 5th, 2026, when Drake showed up on a site called Omegle using the name Ice. He was caught on camera insulting the physical appearance of complete strangers while hiding behind a screen name like a middle schooler on summer break. The internet reaction was absolutely savage because nobody wants to see a 40-year-old multi-millionaire acting like a Twitch streamer in his mother's basement. Critics pointed out how pathetic it looks for a man who claims to be the greatest of all time to seek validation from a Gen Z community. This is a man who used to stand on stages with legends, and now he is trying to fit in with teenagers who do not even remember his first album. On July 4th, he was seen in Toronto with Cristiano, Ronaldo, trying to pull off what fans called a reverse curse strategy for the World Cup. It feels like he is trying to attach himself to other icons because his own star power is fading into the background.
Don't even get me started on Drake. I know a large portion of his audience is underage because those are the people he's trying to
Pivot from being a global music superstar to a Twitch-style troll is a very calculated move to escape the rap world where he lost his crown. He knows he can no longer compete on lyricism or cultural impact, so he is trying to reinvent himself as a digital personality who thrives on chaos and low-level insults. This Ice rebrand is not a joke because it is likely the beginning of his full transition into the streamer world. Drake would rather be a king on Omegle than a runner-up in the hip-hop game, and that is exactly what we are seeing happen in real time. He is choosing to be the loudest person in the smallest room because the big rooms belong to Kendrick and the artists who actually care about the craft. This whole situation is the definition of crashing out, and the crazy part is that he thinks he's winning. He is trading his legacy for clicks and his respect for a few viral clips on a site for teenagers. The boy is officially lost in the sauce, and he is trying to buy a map with money that might not even be his.
There's a very well-documented history of streamers on Kick high-stakes gambling with money that was given to them by the website they're playing on. So not only are the stakes not high, but it's technically not even gambling.
The Toronto meetup with Ronaldo felt like a staged photo op, meant to convince us he is still moving and in those elite global circles. While Ronaldo is still out there competing at the highest levels of soccer, the boy is just out here struggling to find a lane where he does not get roasted. Fans saw right through the Cristiano cameo, since it felt more like a brand collaboration between two legends dealing with the sunset of their prime years. He is clearly using these world-class athletes as a human shield because his records just are not moving the needle like they used to. This whole strategy of hanging with superstars while hiding behind a keyboard to troll people is a nasty shift in his public energy. He used to move like an untouchable boss, but now he just looks like a man who is terminally online and terrified of what strangers think. Nobody expected a certified rap legend to be spending his days in the looks-maxing community, but that seems to be where he feels most comfortable. It is much easier for him to troll random kids on the internet than to face a rap industry that has finally pulled back the curtain. We are seeing the birth of a new era for him, and it definitely is not the big comeback his fans were waiting to see.
He's also one of the many streamers who've massively increased their wealth over the past few years by taking sponsorships from offshore crypto-based online casinos, helping them and the website they stream it on explode in popularity.
He is pivoting into this smaller and weirder world where he thinks he can control the whole narrative through live streams and bot farms. The rap world is tired of the games, and it looks like he is finally realizing that his only path forward is becoming a full-time influencer. This is the official end of the rapper we used to know and the start of a digital troll who is addicted to attention. He can no longer get through his music. Everything coming out right now points to some major financial trouble that nobody expected from the biggest artist of the last decade. When you combine that $8 million business loss at OVO with a $4.6 million battle over a defaulted loan, his net worth looks shaky. Real billionaires do not get hit with $3.8 million lawsuits for missing bills, and they definitely do not need to flex fake gambling losses for clout. This whole situation is getting strange because we are watching him lose his grip on the culture while trying to buy his way back in. Kendrick did more than just win a battle. He basically evicted the boy from the center of hip-hop and left him wandering the digital wilderness.
So while obviously these websites, who use decentralized currency and are based out of a small island country with laughably loose gambling restrictions in order to skirt federal regulations, are mostly to blame for the damage they've caused, these celebrities and streamers who've helped popularize them are very much complicit.
No amount of state credits or rigged gambling streams can fix a reputation that has been dismantled this badly. The facade is finally cracking, and we are seeing that the OVO empire was built on hype that can no longer support his massive lifestyle. He is pivoting to this ice persona on Omegle because he knows the rap world does not respect his pen anymore, so he needs a younger crowd. He is learning the hard way that you cannot bot your way back to respect or gamble your way out of a cultural deficit. The final verdict on the OVO empire is that the money just is not matching the flex like it used to. We are looking at a man who is worth millions on a spreadsheet, but struggles to stay liquid enough to pay his bills and save his face. All this weirdness is just a symptom of him losing his identity as a leader in the music business. Before we move on and see how he tries to spin this next, tell me if you think the OVO empire is done for good in the comments. No cap. While you at it, like and subscribe. Let's continue.